Hello my dear students, today's concept is not related to any class, it is related to the chemistry. Means whenever you are going to study the chemistry either of the class 10th, 11th, 12th or after 12th also, that concept is very important. And which one is that point? That point is electrophiles, because when we are going to study the chemistry, at that time we are going to say that electrophilic addition, electrophilic substitution or nucleophile is there. Means firstly, we should know that what is meant by that electrophile, what is meant by that nucleophile. So, before going towards that main concept of the reaction mechanism, we should know that meaning of that electrophile and nucleophile. So, for that purpose, today we are going to start with the electrophiles first point. Next, in the next class, we will discuss the nucleophiles also. So, let's start with the electrophiles. In that electrophiles, we are going to separate that word. So in that we will get idea about that what is the meaning of that electrophile. Electrophile, in that electro, it is related to the electron, and philes, its meaning is loving. Means here we can say that electron loving species are called as a electrophile. Clear to everyone? Means they are not having the sufficient electron, that's why they are loving towards that electrons. So in that we know that electron, they do not have sufficient electron, means what? They are having this deficiency. So we can say that electron deficient species is called as a electrophile. So here we are getting the identification about the electrophile. Firstly, what is that? They are electron loving. Next one, they are electron deficient. Now see third point. Here we can say that, or for the identification purpose, we can say that they are positively charged species. Positively charged species are also called as a electrophile. But keep in mind that very important point. Which is that very important point? All the positively charged species, are not electrophile. All the positively charged species are not electrophile. Clear to everyone? So this is very important concept. Why? Now see here, I will tell you about this last point also, because in that if we consider example in that positively charged species, for example CH3 plus, which one is known as a carbocation, means carbocations are the electrophiles. As well as if we consider H plus, it is also a electrophile. Next one Br plus, bromonium, chloronium, as well as NO2 plus, NO plus. These are the examples of positively charged species which behaves as a, or which are the electrophiles. But if we consider this last point related concept, if we consider, in that we are going to discuss example. If we consider NH4 plus, here as we know that this is the ammonium, as well as H3O plus, here both are carrying positive charge, but they are not electrophile. But when that, if we consider that aqueous NH4 plus or aqueous H3O plus, then it behaves as a electrophile. What is the point? When aqueous NH4 plus is there, aqueous H3O plus is there, then it will behave as a electrophile. Why? Because when that NH4 plus is in the water, at that time it undergoes dissociation and it will form NH3 plus H plus, in which that H plus is a electrophile. Similarly H3O plus also, in that also it undergoes dissociation and there is a formation of a H2O plus H plus. Here also H plus means it is the electrophile. Here we have completed some part of this electrophile. Now we'll discuss the next point also. If you are not completed the notes, please take a screenshot, because this is very important concept, and complete the note of this electrophile in your notebook. In that electrophiles, as they are electron deficient, so they will interact with electron rich species. If we consider here another one point, now see here, electrophiles interact with electron rich species. Actually, if we consider that electron rich species, which is called as a nucleophile. As we are studying electrophile in detail, like that electron rich species, that is nothing but the nucleophile, also we will discuss in a detail. Now see, what is the point? These electrophiles interact with electron rich species through addition or substitution reaction. Through addition or substitution reaction. This is another one important point. So now we have discussed that positively charged species are called as a electrophile. Like that, sometimes what will happen, that electrically neutral species, or we can say that incomplete octet species are also electrophiles. What it means? Neutral species means they do not have any charge. Incomplete octet species means central atom have not completed its octet. So simply if we consider that example, in that firstly we will discuss BF3. Central atom is boron, because as we know that when we are going to draw the Lewis structure, at that time central atom should be less electronegative. So here boron. In the last shell, or we can say that number of valence electron for the boron, that is the 3. So I have drawn here 3 electrons of the boron. It forming 3 bonds with the fluorine. So now see here fluorine, and here also one fluorine. 1 electron of the fluorine and 1 electron of the boron. Like that, it forming 3 bonds with the 3 fluorine atoms. Now we are going to consider the octet. Here fluorine has completed its octet. How? 2, 6 and 2, 8. Means in this way 8 electrons are there in the valence shell of each fluorine. What about the boron? In case of the boron, 2 plus 2, 4 plus 6. Means here total number of electrons are 6. Means here we can say that boron has not completed its octet. That is nothing but the incomplete octet species. In this way, if we consider the example BF3, BCl3, BBr3, BeCl2, these are some examples. As well as if we consider AlCl3, FeCl3, SnCl4. So these are the examples of the neutral species which are the electrophiles. Clear to everyone? If we consider in that all the Lewis acid are the example of the neutral species. As you know that, I think so, AlCl3, which is the anhydrous AlCl3, we are using in the Friedel-Crafts reaction also. At that time, everyone should know that AlCl3, which is electron deficient. How? Now see here. Aluminium. It also having the 3 electrons in its valence shell. Means valence electron number is 3. So chlorine, it forming bond with the 3 chlorine atom. At that time, only 6 electrons in its shell. That's means it has not completed its octet. That's why AlCl3, it also a electrophile. Now see here. What is the point? All the acids are electrophiles. Why like that? Because if we consider that concept, what is that concept? Lewis acid. In that, according to Lewis, acids are the electron pair acceptor. If we consider this carbene, here 2 bond pair electron means total number of electron 4 plus this 2 extra means here total number of electrons are 6. So here once again it is a electron deficient species. So we can say that free radical, carbene, nitrine, these are the examples of the electrophiles. Lastly, one important point we are going to discuss, and that important point is that if we consider HCl, in that when that bond will get broken, what will happen? Here that chlorine, which is more electronegative, it will carry partial negative charge and hydrogen will carry partial positive charge. Means here after dissociation we will get like that. Means in this HCl, hydrogen will behave as a electrophile. But when there is a bromination reaction, at that time there is a bromine-bromine bond is there. One bromine will carry partial negative charge, one bromine will carry partial positive charge. Means here one bromium ion will behave as a electrophile, while another one ion will behave as a nucleophile, that is the electron rich species. Clear to everyone? So here we can say that another one point, which is that, see, if there is a presence of a carbon double bond, means carbonyl compounds are there. In that, oxygen is, here we are going to consider the electrophile in polar molecules. Now see, here oxygen is more electronegative, so it will carry partial negative charge. Carbon is less electronegative than the oxygen, so it will carry partial positive charge. Means here this carbon is electrophile. Clear to everyone? Another one example, if we consider carbon triple bond nitrogen in a cyanide. The carbon and nitrogen, whose electronegativity is greater? It is of the nitrogen. Means nitrogen will carry partial negative charge and carbon will carry partial positive charge. So here, if there is an attack of the electron rich species is there, then it will take place on the carbon and not on the nitrogen. So this is very important concept for the reaction mechanism, because it gives idea whose attack on which element or which atom will be there. Because now see here, this is electron deficient species, means here nucleophile can interact. Here also there are the two possibilities, but on the carbon, because carbon is electron deficient and it will accept the electron. That's why when we are drawing the mechanism to show the attack of nucleophile on the carbon, means electrophiles. Hope so everyone understood that concept, like it. Thank you all of you.